Cairns is a great place to see the Great Barrier Reef and for day trips. Today, we're going to Cape Tribulation, the location where the reef meets the land, and to explore Daintree Rainforest. There are a few tour options that take you up here, but we opted to rent a car and drive ourselves so we could stop along the way and enjoy the journey. Be prepared for the shortest ferry ride in history. It was maybe 3 minutes across this river and was wicked expensive, but granted, the river was croc infested, so I'm glad that the ferry existed itself. I loved this trip, mostly because there were so many beaches and mangrove forests to explore. We tried to do the Kulki Boardwalk hike, and I said tried because there was both construction and a river crossing that neither of us was willing to do because the beaches also had crocodiles. We were, however, able to drive to the two ends and to do the hike in separate parts. One portion was through the rainforest. Daintree is the oldest rainforest on the planet and has been deemed one of UNESCO's World Heritage Sites, therefore it was really special to experience. Another portion of the hike was through mangroves. Those who know me know I'm obsessed with mangroves because of their ability to sequester carbon for thousands of years, significantly longer and more efficient than trees or anything else found on land. We then continued to the beach and went tide pooling. We had to be careful because the beaches had crocodiles. Luckily we didn't see any of those, but we did find these cute little crabs. Cape Tribulation is known as a place where the reef meets the land, and these tide pools were a great example of this. They were old reefs that caused settlers problems as they were trying to make landfall. On our way back to the car, we saw even more mangroves. Mangroves are able to live in saltwater environments because of a special adaptation. If you look closely, there are a few yellow leaves. These are yellow because the plant filters all of the salty water to these leaves, so the rest of the plant can drink fresh water. These leaves are sacrificed and eventually die, and the process starts all over again. After a long day of hiking, we needed to unwind and relax. What better way to do so than Mason's swimming hole? For only $1 entry, it is definitely worth stopping. There's a cute little cafe and even a rope swing. We visited in the winter, so it wasn't very crowded, but it was still warm enough to be refreshing. Both our and our children came out when we got to swing on the rope swing. Mason's swimming hole is extremely cool because it's in the middle of the Daintree Rainforest and is one of the rare places that does not actually have crocodiles. As we made our way back to Cairns, we stopped for dinner in Port Douglas. We did have another small hike to the Flagstaff Hill Lighthouse before we watched the sunset and grabbed fish and chips for dinner. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time.